We are getting new growth coming in, so I'll just leave those, but I definitely need to get this into a bigger pot for the season. This was the silver dollar blueberry. It's not dead, but it didn't do too well, so I'm gonna need to get that into its own pot. This is a fall gold. I believe we did have fruit at the end, so I'm going to clip right above at an angle. I think this one's dead, so we clip that one. This is the Toro. I already went through and trimmed what I believe to be dead, but I think that's dead wood too. So I think that was it. I thought about check out my affiliate links posted in the description below for products that I use and love. Clicking on the links when you're making a purchase will allow you to support my channel with no extra cost to you. Thank you again for your support. Using this pot, but I don't believe it has any holes in it for drainage, so I would like to reuse this. My daughter and I can go through and clear out the dead strawberry leaves. Looks like something burrowed in here. I would like to reuse this, and I need to check to see if it has any drainage holes. It does not have any drainage holes in it, so that would explain why everything I put in here dies. So I would love to reuse this. I love that it's a double walled container. It's hard to find these now, but so I will be reusing this. Okay, so there are drainage holes. There's two in here. I don't know how I missed that. 1, 2, 3. One in the middle, and then put more holes on the inside. I added 4 more holes in here. That was already there. I added this one, this one, this one, and this one. I added this. Now I'm gonna go check the other ones by the blueberries. Whatever was in here died, so I'm gonna dump this old soil out, and I'm gonna have to refresh these blueberries. I don't know if I should change out their pots this year. I may need to. We shall see. I prefer to get the pots on sale. This one is already starting to bud out, so I know. And this one, it looks dead, but I know it isn't. Definitely need to add the soil acidifier and fertilize and add some mulch. Same here. Same here. And same with that one. Now, I will need to also fertilize these cherries. So this one was cut all the way down. It is starting to branch out. This is the Rainier. And I did a massive prune on that one. So I don't know what I'm gonna get this year. And that's fine, but it does look like it is gonna leaf out. I don't know what the varieties are. I know that it won't be a Bing because I bought it for that reason, because I wanted a Bing, and Bo bit the Bing branch off and I was not able to save it. So I don't know, it'll be a surprise. So yeah, I will empty the contents out of here and I'll come back. Same thing, hole in the middle and one right there. There are 3 on the bottom, put another one in the middle, and then add some holes on the inside. I added 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. Added a hole there, there, here, here. That was already there, and this was already. Now they have enough drainage. So my combination cherry will go in here. I decided against emptying this planter out. I'm gonna put the fall gold raspberry, the largest one, in here. I'm gonna take out the top layer and mix in some pine bulk mulch and maybe some compost. I decided to drill drainage holes along the sides of this container, so that should help. All right, I'll come back later. I have this 2.2 cubic feet of Canadian sphagnum peat moss. I don't think I need to use all of this. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna mix half and then add the rest of the potting soil. I also have this acid mix that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna add that to the pots or the containers. Unfortunately, I accidentally ripped the bag on the top, so there's no way for me to save it, so I dumped the entire bag, the compressed brick actually, into the container. So I'm gonna need to mix this with potting mix, and we'll be back. So now we have to go to plan B. I don't have any tools that will allow me to thoroughly mix this much soil at once. So what I'm gonna do is put some soil in that tiny container that I had the cherry tree soaking in, and I'll do one of the soil and one of the peat moss and do it that way. And I'll do that until I use up enough of the peat moss to be able to stir it up. All right, so I went to plan C. Okay, I filled one of these smaller containers with soil, with this potting soil, between these containers, and I'm going to add more of the soil. I'm losing daylight here. I opened up my 2 blueberry bushes that I got in the mail, and I believe this one has scale on it, this one right here. But just to recap, about 3/4 of the container is filled with the Espoma organic potting mix with sphagnum peat moss, and then I mixed in the soil acidifier, this according to the instructions, and then I added more of the Espoma organic potting mix. So right now the blueberry bushes they're surrounded with the Espoma potting mix, and what you see here is the soil acidifier and the acid mix fertilizer. And I'm gonna stir that in and then add more soil on top, and then I'm gonna water it in. I'm not gonna have enough time to up pot my other blueberries tonight, but I will get back to those tomorrow and I'll bring you along. Get a better look. I did spray the branches with a strong stream of water, but I'll have a better look at them tomorrow. If you can see that there's a bulge there, that is the soil moist doing its job. It's kind of weird, but I'm gonna try to get this cherry in the house because we are supposed to get below freezing and they're already starting to leaf out. So It's not safe to leave it out in the freezing weather. I am back with an update. Plan C, D, or E. I'm going to remove some of the peat moss and put it into a contractor trash bag that is unscented so I can make room to mix up soil. We'll see how this goes. Now I'm going to wet. No, focus. And I'll mix in some of the espoma soil. Mix it in. I use about half of the 2 cubic foot bags. I use this little tool for everything. I just used it to help me open the bag too. It really comes in handy. As you can see, even though I put all that water in here, the peat moss still looks dry. I will add some of this superfine pine bark. These are the 16-inch pots that I picked up from Walmart. I am going to put holes here and alright, so 5 holes. This drain is here since it's double walled. If you wanted to put sand in the outer layer, you could do that to weigh your pot down. That's what that drain plug is for. Now I'll flip it around, and it's double walled, so I have to drain holes in here too. I have 5 holes in here. Might add 2 more. These are the holes I have. I'm gonna do a little test to see just how much it fills up when I add water. I think I'll add 1 more hole. I'll add 1 more hole right here. All right, so I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 holes because they're so small on the inside and 5 on the bottom. All right. I still hear water swishing around, so I'm gonna add a hole right there. I think that will be sufficient, and I will do the same thing the other 3. I have them all done. I'll come back and add soil. I don't know, and this is gonna be enough for 4 16 in containers. What I'll do is pot these up, add some soil to the pots. I'm disappointed that my blueberry has scale. It is infested with scale. Let me see if I can get it close. You can see it there. You see the scale? Right there, there. It is scale. So I'm gonna treat it. There it is. See that scale? I don't think it spread over to the other plant that it was packaged with. It was mainly dormant, and it's a bit too cold out for it to thrive. So I'll get to it this weekend. I'm going to add some soil in and a pot of my Toro. This is my Toro. So it's not a huge difference, but pretty much what I have. They didn't have good selection of double wall 18-inch pots. So this is what we got. Fertilizer. Just a little bit of soil moist. A little bit. And stir that in just a little. Nice root ball. Break it up on the bottom. I'm going to now mix some soil in here, in this container, and add some acidifier fertilizer into that. And I will come back. Oh, here's a look at how much space we have around. So it's a good amount. It's a nice step up. Okay, I got that mixed in. Now we'll go back to the pot. Making sure that I don't add soil above where it was already planted. I'll just add a couple handfuls. And clean that out. Okay. That looks good. Good. I added about a teaspoon more of the fertilizer for acid loving plants. This is what I used. Now I'm gonna pot this bushel and berry silver dollar blueberry. I'm gonna do it the same way I showed you for the Toro. I have it all potted up now, so I am going to move on. I have this blue jay in. It is not centered because it wasn't centered in the pot that I bought it in, but I have to go. So I'll probably come back tomorrow morning because I'm gonna lose daylight. All right. I don't know what's up with this tree, but I'm pretty sure that every time we have strong winds, limbs from this tree fall down. I don't know what's going on with that. I would love to take it down. We'd have more sunny spots in the backyard. But as you can see, these roots are massive. This is the chandler that I added some additional Espoma organic potting soil to, mixed with a little bit of peat moss, and I added soil acidifier and fertilizer. So you can see, let's see if we can get a good look. You can see there we have some new growth coming in. Can we get any more? Let's see. New growth right there. This is a Tiff Blue. I also added some more of the Espoma organic potting mix mixed with sphagnum peat moss. And oh, I also put a little bit of pine bark mulch in. So this one is, I know I saw some spots where it was, oh, it's budding out. My hands are ashy. I wash my hands a lot. I did not reapply my shea butter, so bear with the ashy hands. But we have buds coming out. I also tipped these branches a couple weeks ago. I don't know what this blueberry is, but same thing. Add more soil acidifier, and some fertilizer. And this one is just showing off now. See it? That's a big one. Yep. These plants have been neglected by me. So I'm gonna need to move this because I imagine it's getting shaded out by this tree that I want gone. Okay, and same thing, added more soil. Let's see, where did I see some new growth? Oh, there. Those are coming in. So I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's more coming in amongst the dead foliage. Let's see that. Yeah. the guardian. Plants I got in the mail. So I potted these up in 16, I believe these were 16 gallons. Show that earlier in the video. But now, look at it. Showing off. Look at it, showing off. Budding out on the bottom. You see that? I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. Blue crop. This one's a blue ray. Now, it was packaged with this in the box, but it has a massive scale infestation. Promising thing about it is that it's been out in the cold weather where it should have killed the scale. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's been out in the cold weather. We've had, temperatures lower than 30. So I think it should be dead, but scale is pesky, and I wouldn't have wanted to pay full price for a plant if I had known that it had a scale infestation. It's already leafing out since I've up-potted it and added the acidifier and fertilizer. I'm debating on whether or not I'm gonna email the company. Blue Jay that I picked up from Lowe's. Look at that. This is also just showing off. So pretty. It's also in a 16-inch pot. I just got this in from fastgrowingtrees.com. They are sending me a replacement because 3 of the main branches broke off in the box. You can see it there. It was not secured in the box. This is the Toro. So same treatment as all the others, and that is in the video. But this is budding. You can see the bushel and berry, blueberry, silver dollar. Since I up-potted this into 16-inch, I mean, it's just pushing out buds everywhere. It's only been a few days. So I think it's going to be happy. My plan is once we get into our spring weather, I will add a little bit of soil acidifier along with fertilizer every month. This is one of my newest from Fast Growing Trees. This is called a White Lady Peach Tree. That's the name. I didn't choose it. Those are going to be some beautiful blooms. This is a June Gold Peach, also from Fast Growing Trees. There we go. Pink blooms. So pretty. These will have pink blooms too. Okay, pick that up from a local nursery along with some strawberries. And I got this one from Walmart. I'm not familiar with these berries, but willing to give them a try. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.